Good evening and welcome to Prime of Midlife. It is Friday, thank crunchy it is Friday. What can I say? It has been just some week, that's all I can say. Rather demanding is the best way to put it. I was going to have an evening off, however, I decided that I could not sign off for the week without talking about this, and what I'm talking about obviously is the kettle in the room. We all know what I'm talking about. The current, about to exit Prime Minister of the UK, in one of his last official speeches, decided to try and be helpful about the cost of living crisis. And his suggestion was, if you have an old kettle, buy a new one. It will save you £10 a year. Are you having a laugh? What difference is £10 a year going to make? But first, let's buy a new kettle. And can we also just mention that if you are down, certainly in London, or down in such areas where you have lime in your water, so you get lime scale in your new kettle isn't going to stay new for very long. And very shortly, it is going to take a long time to boil. Again. So what, do we buy a £20 new kettle every 2 years to save ourselves £10 a year? Is that how it works? Really? Is that going to make the difference between heating and eating, Mr. Prime Minister? That's your best suggestion for people who can't afford to feed their kids, who can't afford to put their heating on? Your best suggestion is buy a £20 kettle to save yourself £10. Just can't help himself, can he? He just cannot help himself. And don't even start me on still the consumerism. Still you have to buy because the only thing that they're going on is we have to build the economy, which means you have to spend money. We do not have money to spend because you're not giving us decent wages. The wages are in no way, manner, shape or form even attempting to keep up with the cost of living that is happening in the UK. So, yes. That's as far as I'm going with that one. And then to top it all, we get the report of the maintenance flight where Mr. Johnson and some of his cronies were on a plane, but seemingly the flight had to be done. Okay, so the flight had to be done, so because the flight was happening and it went from down south, up and round and down, he just thought he'd take his friends for a jolly, and the food and the drinks were flowing. Seemingly, and I cannot confirm this as absolutely correct, but the approximate cost of that flight was £70,000. Really. So it just shows you how important the problems of the population of the UK are to the current Prime Minister. But then he doesn't care because he's about to be ousted and then we're going to have the new Prime Minister. Let's hope they don't want to play one-upmanship, or what flight do you think might be taken then? So yes, that is my video for this evening. Basically, what it boils down to is don't hold your breath for any help from the government, because certainly if the best the outgoing Prime Minister has got is buy a £20 kettle to save yourself £10 a year, there's no much hope for us. Thankfully, we're a lot more sensible than that. And we know what we need to do, and what we need to do is we need to prepare for things. We need to make sure that we've got some food stashed. We need to make sure that we've got warm weather clothing stashed, etc, etc, etc. Thankfully, on this channel, we have a whole lot of information coming in from everybody. Thank you very much for that. Oh my goodness, this video is so loud, isn't it? So yes, that is the kettle in the room. I'm sorry, it's a bit shouty because, oh my God, what is that about? That is just utter twaddle. It really is. Because it's just beyond belief that he could think that that was something that he should put out in one of his last speeches. Do you know, and he was trying to be all homely and stuttery and, do you know, I'm one of the guys. You're no more one of the guys than fleeing there. Just not. So, it's Friday evening. If you're off tomorrow, if you're off tonight, I hope you manage to relax. I fully intend to. As I say, it has been a rough week at work, so I am going to relax, and I will catch you later. Bye.